people, welcome back to my channel, and today we are in a different location. I'm just trying to figure out what the vibes are as far as lighting goes. I am back at it again with another video today for y'all. And again, if you are liking the consistency, or if you were tuned in to my channel previously before my long hiatus, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Daya. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all things pertaining to trending topics, pop culture, whatever the fuck I got going on, a vlog here and there, beauty stuff here and there, a little bit of everything. So if you fuck with me, you fuck with my content, thank you for being here. And today's video, I'm gonna kind of tackle different topics, more so like trending topics that I've been seeing a lot about and that I have a lot to say about. And I guess the first one that I wanted to tackle is just off the bat, like the political climate and everything that's going on in the US right now, and how just like exhausted. I'm not really gonna get into the politics of it all because I really hate politics, but I wanted to just talk about how exhausting it is to be a 20-something and just a human being living during this time. I feel like post-pandemic everything has just gone to shit, and I feel like even with the current administration, like they're really on bullshit, and I can't name one thing that Joe Biden has really done for me or for anyone. So that's really unfortunate. Of course, I really am just over the fact that America keeps getting involved in shit that we ain't got no business being involved in. I feel like we need to focus on ourselves and yeah, focus on ourselves, because clearly we got enough shit going on over here. So yeah, I kind of wanted to know your thoughts as well. Please leave comments down below on how you feel about the current politics stage in our climate in our country currently, because I really just don't even know what to say about that. But I do feel like it's just what I do know is that inflation is crazy. People can barely afford food, people can barely afford rent is going up, gas is going up, everything is going up, and I really feel like there's little to no help or even concern for whatever America's got going on. So that's the first thing that I wanted to tackle, because I know how difficult and draining it can be. Also the job market, that is something else that I wanted to throw in there, because I feel like these jobs are either not paying enough, or like the issue with people that are like, oh no, they're hiring, and it's like, no, they're not. Like the people that pay well are not hiring. That's the problem, because the issue is that we're living in a country where $18 an hour is the bare minimum when it comes to minimum wage and whatnot, depending on whatever state you're at. And I mean, to keep it a buck, in California, that's literally nothing. Like that literally goes nowhere. And so it's just really annoying that, you know, we live in a world where $18 is the quote unquote should be enough to survive, but a person making $18 an hour, I can tell you right now, is not even making rent, can't even afford a car payment, let alone. So it's just a really fucked up state that we're in, and I just, you know, don't even know where we go from here. But yeah, I just want to send my love to anybody that is young and just trying to get it out here in this world, because of course, like the boomers and all these other older generations cannot relate to what it is that the youth is going through, and even just young adults. Like I said, it's really annoying, and I think that there needs to be some type of change. I mean, our country is literally funding a whole genocide right now, but that's neither here nor there. Aside from that, I also kind of wanted to talk about, well, I mean, I guess just like how the cost of living has affected people's mental health and affecting everything in between. It's really fucking up like the dating scene and everything else in between, just because like I feel like people can't even afford to do the bare minimum. I feel like we see these podcasts every single day go around about, you know, men talking about how why does everything have to fall on the man, like financially and all these different things, because we are in a different space, you know, in society as far as like women getting their own and stuff like that. But women tend to be progressive about everything else except like men, me myself included, because I feel like women, we still want to be courted a certain way. And again, just like back to what I was saying with this economy, it's so difficult, and I don't think older people understand this either. Like, it's so difficult to even go out and to even go get brunch with your friends, because again, like, everything is just so expensive. Like, it's unbearable how expensive everything is. So yeah, I don't want to bore you guys but with that topic alone, but I just know that like a lot of people are struggling out there, and I just, you know, want to send my love and positive energy, because whatever it is that you're pursuing, you're gonna be able to fulfill, you're gonna be able to do. And which brings me to another thing that I've been talking about a lot. I actually did a TikTok video on it, I believe today or the day before, I'm not too sure, but the video, by the time I post this, it's probably gonna be a week or something, but I posted about just like the power of your mind when it comes to, and I talk a lot about that, of course, but like the power of your mind when it comes to like the universe, because, and just God, whatever you believe in, the provider. I think we get so caught up in our brains, like on the shit that we're struggling with, that it's so difficult to kind of see beyond that, because of course we're dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're getting evicted, bro, you're dealing with that head on, you know what I'm saying, in that moment. So it's like no matter what anybody says in that moment, you're gonna focus on the fact that you're being evicted, so like nothing else matters. So again, it's like very difficult to see beyond our circumstances when we're in a difficult circumstance, but challenge yourself mentally to, I guess, like just filter out those negative comments in your brain, because honestly, like when it comes down to like life in general, like it's always going to be difficult. There's always going to be hardships, there's always going to be difficulties. Honestly, even like I forget where I read some question, and it was like, who is the most resilient person that you know? And honestly, I thought of myself, just because of like the shit that I've been through. And maybe that's why like I have a YouTube channel, and that's why I use my voice the way that I do, because I just always want to like remind people that it's like, if you're down bad, it's only gonna be for a little bit before you are doing better and life is progressing. That's kind of just the constant of life. We're constantly dealing with change. That's one of the things. I feel like the two things at 28 years old that I could tell y'all for real that is consistent in life is change and difficulties. There is always going to be change. There is, whether that's in your career, your love life, kids, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, you're dealing with. There's all your parents, like there's always going to be some type of change going on, transitioning into a new job, transitioning into a new field. Like there's always going to be change. So be comfortable. I was gonna say uncomfortable. Be comfortable with change and welcome change, because the more you welcome it, that energy is going to be multiplied in a positive way. And then additionally, like when it comes to like what I was saying initially about your brain and stuff like that, like just know that you have to be able to take yourself out of the current situation that you're in, and just appreciate what you do have, and just blindly be optimistic. Like be optimistic blindly, bro. It does not fucking matter. God, you feel me, the universe got you covered at all times. Like they will make a way for you. Do not, like, you really have to move that way, and when you really adapt that mindset, you genuinely have to believe it. So you can't just say that shit or write it down. Like you really genuinely have to believe, like, nah, I'm gonna be straight regardless, you know what I'm saying, because that's really what it comes down to. And I'm telling you, the moment you are blindly optimistic, your life is going to change, and the shit is going to be positive. Things are going to be aligning for you in ways that have not aligned before. And yeah, I just gonna leave you guys on that note. Without rambling too much, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. only if you want to. And yeah, only if you want to, heavy on that. And I will see y'all in my next video, whatever that is. Like I said, I'm really still trying to get in the flow of things and figure out what type of content I'm going to provide you guys with. But at the end of the day, I believe blindly that I'm going to be successful just based off of my authenticity with my channel, and just like in general with social media. I always want to bring something of value to any of my social media channels.